Welcome back to Four Cities. Today, by special request, we play Railway Empire 2. Brought to you by Darling Mellow. Well, I've got a video I'm producing about how much I love Railway Empire, the original game. It was one of my best friends during the COVID pandemic. And they recently came out with Railway Empire 2, and some of the changes are really great. We're going to get into some of that. And today, we've got a special scenario we're going to play. So we're here in the scenario section. There. In 1860, rail transport in the United Kingdom has changed since its early days. After a wild race to expand the rail network, companies are now increasingly focused on speed and comfort. Take control of the East Coast Joint Stock and establish an express service between England and Scotland. Beat the competition. Be the first to reach the goal of creating one of Great Britain's most famous rail lines. Hell yeah, can't wait. Now we have two choices here. We've got Idris K. Bailey, who gets a great discount on maintenance and also the cost of tracks, or we can go with Barty Shiloh. Yeah, check out that jacket. He can acquire factories and cities a lot easier than everybody else. Gets a better deal on auctions. However, higher cost for tracks and tunnels and bridges. I prefer the discount on the tracks myself. Well, here we are in Lower England. We start in the city of London. And let's quickly check our tasks list, because this game has a lot of tasks you have to complete or else you got to start over. First one up, in the next year we have to deliver 8 loads of lumber back to London, reach 40,000 citizens in London, and achieve an express status between London and York the following year. So that's a tight schedule, believe it or not. So what I like to do first off is just start building out your network. Obviously we got to get the lumber first. And if we take a look at the city of London, we have 2 competitors in the game. Okay. One in the south, one in the north. And one of the things we want to do is cut off our competitor right away. Right away. Get him out of the game. And you're like, well, how do you do that in a railroad game? Well, it's actually quite easy. So, different stations than in Railway Empire 1. All the stations now come with up to 8 tracks. However, it's $50K to add a track. So just know that. You get the first one for free as part of the station. And then we have this new feature from the other game, and that's this, station gridirons. And it basically allows trains to switch tracks as they enter or leave a train station. But you have to have enough track that, when they're taken together, either 2, 4, 6, or 8, you have to have a long enough track for them to actually do all the switching. And so this is where it gets a little tricky. So when I build mine, I typically lay the station down, then I'll pull a straight track from the station about 5 miles. If you look over there in the dialogue on the right, see where it clicked over to 5 miles? And just try and get it as straight as you can. And then build that. Then go to the next one over and same thing, make it the exact same distance. Okay. And what that'll allow you to do is, without any problem at all, you can get 4 tracks with the gridiron at that length. You can almost do 6. It has to be a little longer than 5 miles, not much, but I tend to just start with 5 miles. And it just gives you a little wiggle room to work with as you're laying your track. Just give it that nice little 5-mile stretch there to start off. Okay. Alright, so there's London. And then we've got to get all the way over here. As you can see, there's not too many places where you can get raw lumber, tree logs. I see 2, one over there in Wales, and don't see anything up north. So you basically have this one to work with. It's going to be over here in southwest England, and we're going to have to pay a little fee to get in there. And we may want to stop here on the way. I think we're going to do that. So we're going to put a station here. There. We're also going to put a station here. I want it right there. You got to pay attention to topography when you lay your... Okay, so you need to own a concession before you can perform any actions in this region, southwest England. 2 cities and 4 rural businesses. Price $150,000. So they brought the feature of purchasing regions from Railway Empire to Railway Empire 2, and I like it. I think it works really good. The other thing they brought into the game was establishing new towns, not in England, because that's not what happened, but in some of the other places. Then we're also going to place a station here in Bristol, because, and we have to be careful here with this one, because we want to make sure we have plenty of beef back in London. So let's see here, how do we want to place this one? It's a little tough because, again, the topography. Alright, so let's try that. And then we're going to go back and make sure there's plenty of track everywhere. Five miles. Okay, as you can see, I've laid out 4 different stations, and I've already done the track extensions from the stations, and now from this point it's so easy to hook it up. You don't have to really worry about how the track is going to lay out, because you've already set it up with the stations. There's going to be a spot or 2, but look, that's fine. Don't need to do anything there. Remember, when you're hooking up stations and you want parallel tracks, you have to do at least 1 contact point somewhere along a route. Okay, there's that one. Again, I always start on the inside track, but not always. There's going to be certain cases. Now look here, we've got some topography issues. This kind of cuts through this area. It's not too bad, but we're going to raise it up just a hair. And run it over this way. Okay. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm gonna hook this one up. Like I said, once you've got it hooked up, get the extensions from each station, hooking up the train track from that point is actually pretty easy. It was true on Railway Empire 1 as well, but 2, it's just made it so much simpler and easier. Okay, now direction. Set your track direction, which way they're going to go. You can be creative if you want to, otherwise just do it traditional. And back over here. Okay. Nice. And then you just gotta set your gridirons. Let me show you how easy this is. Remember, you used to have to build track transitions, or pick particular stations with traffic controls. Now all stations have traffic controls. So this to me is a big improvement in the game. I especially like the versatility of being able to do multiple train lines, like up to 8. I haven't pulled it off yet on any of my builds, just 6. But having those options really definitely makes the game more versatile. Okay, now the other thing is, should we throw a water tower in there? We know they're going to get thirsty. Let's go right here with that, what do you say? Okay, 1 supply tower. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So first thing we're going to do is set up a rail line. And we're going to go from London. I believe we only need 8, so we only have to do 1 train. Let's see what our choices are. Rogers Mogul, it's a mix. Let's see what else we got down here. That is the Hulda. That's an express train. Could use that. The Dragon. I love the Dragon. Not too expensive. Good trackative power. Speed, not too bad. Let's go with the Dragon. Okay. Let's go down and see what's happening here. Alright. There's really nothing to load up here in London, so it's just going to take off and head out to pick up some lumber. Okay, we'll let that one go. And then while we're at it, we're going to do to Bristol. We want to have a line to Bristol. Okay, pay attention to your cache. By the way, don't overextend yourself, cache. But this is a great line here. Got London with beer, Bristol with beef. It's going to be a very profitable line. Yep, I'll take another Dragon. And we're going to add a refrigeration car. Okay? Because it's all beer and beef, so it's mostly going to be food. Occasional mail and passenger car. Okay. Let's see what we got going here. Alright, let's see what they grab. Okay, there's our refrigeration car. Beer. Beer. Okay, it's probably just going to fill it up with beer. Okay. Alright, so we got that. Now, we're going to pull a sneaky one here. Out of the blue. Okay. There's a couple more things we're going to do here. So the first one is we are going to mysteriously add a station to Cambridge. Yeah. And we'll have to pay the 150 access price. And then add that in, because we want to get up to Cambridge. And I'll show you why we're doing that. And then, I don't know if we want to go to Dover yet, but we definitely want to get this going. Because we're going to need the wheat to make our beer. And this is great because we're going to get some bonus by hooking these places up. There's usually plenty of time to get those, but you want to make sure and grab them as soon as you can. They don't last forever. And then we don't need it right away, but I'm just going to go over here and do this side as well. Okay. Let's hook this one up. I gotta be careful here because we don't want to run out of money at this point in the game. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need it, definitely. We still have to get all the way up to Scotland. Now this one. This is the wheat that we need to make our beer in London. Remember, London has to get up to, I forgot what it was, 40,000? I'll check in just a minute here. But we've got to hit a population milestone in London right away, like this year. And so we're going to need the supply of wheat for the beer. Alright, so let's hook this up to the London-Cambridge line right here. Okay, set some direction. And then we need to get a couple gridirons in here. Okay. Alright, so first let's get a line going here from Mackenzie Station to London so we can have plenty of beer. And we can use a cheap one here. What do you think? Lamont? I think there's a less Iron Duke, the Rhine, the Bourbonnais? I think I'm still in for the Dragon. It really is a great engine. Ah, okay, so it's warning us that we do not have a gridiron in London. Let's see if that's true. We don't. Okay, let's add that in. Alright. Okay. Then, we're going to need one up to Cambridge. And we'll do a dragon for that one. Okay. Then, let's go ahead and add this station. I think we're doing okay on cash, because we're definitely going to need it. And then we can decide, make one more decision that's part of no. Let's take a look at what we're doing here, because we're going to have to hook this up to something else. Nah, this place is going to be kind of out on its own. Yeah. Set this up this way. Make sure we pull our lines out 5 miles. Probably don't need the double track at first, but yeah. Okay, so this time I'm going to go from this side. Do you see the topography? Kind of want to get around this big circle here if we can. And what we're going to do is just pull this out a little bit. To there. Don't think we want all these bridges. I'm going to lower it just a little. Okay. And then pull this around. Set your direction. I know it may seem like a lot if you have never played the game, but honestly what you gotta do is get this all set up, because this is just like any other robotic supply chain game. You have to set it up the correct way, because after that you're not going to be back here. You've got to move on to some other things as you make your way towards Scotland. Okay, we're going to put let's see, let's go this side. Okay, a little supply thing there. Oh, we better get one over here at Cambridge on this route. Okay. And I'm going to, I don't don't need one there for right now. Let's wait on that. Okay. Alright. First we gotta set a line up here. So we can get cattle to Bristol. Use a dragon. Okay, we already got that set up. And how about to Cambridge? Did we get that going? Okay, we did. And then last, what we're going to do is set up a route from Bristol all the way over to Cambridge. And we're going to go dragon on this. We are going to add a refrigerator car because it's going to be a lot of food. Okay. So this is a really good initial railway line. All of our cities are need supplies from each other. Going to get some good bonuses here. Let's see, Bristol 300 for Cambridge 250. And then we're basically got everything supplied. You know what? We should have put the station here. Look at this. Boy, I really screwed that up. Because if you put the station in the right place, let's see. Let's see if I could have done that. Yep, see? If you put it here, you can do a station that has both milk and wool. So we'll be redoing that most likely. My big mistake. Yeah, we'll just wait for that. I don't know what happened there. Okay, well, we can let this run for a little bit. Let's take a little ride here on our Cambridge route. Let's see where that is. Looks like it's up at the station already, huh? Yep, here we go. January in England. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. Alright, so while we're riding along here, yep, task completed. Let's see what happened here. 8 loads of lumber to London. Okay, now we get London up to 40,000 people. So let's go take a look at that. I think we have a pretty good start. It's all going to be about what we can supply the city with here, right? Alright, let's see what they need. Okay, we need corn, more wood, more beef, plenty of beer, we need sugar. Okay, so it looks like sugar and corn. Where is the corn? Let's see. Way, way over here. Look at this. Corn there. Not seeing it anywhere else. North of York, I don't know, that looks a lot further than just over here in Plymouth, so probably need to go to Plymouth for that. Okay. Looks like we got a couple of our bonuses. Great, because we need the money. Well, we've extended the railway network out to Plymouth, and this place, Lynch's Rest, that's the only place we have to get corn, which is going to be essential to grow London. And also out here to this sugar plantation on Murray's Rest. And so we just got to set up some lines here. Got this one here. Straight to London. Alright. Dragon. Says we're missing a gridiron here. Let's see if that's true. Thought we already did these. Maybe not. Let's just make sure we have them out here too. I may have missed these. Okay, how about this one? Okay. And then we need a corn train. dragon. Okay. This one's giving me a little warning because to do the turnaround to head to London, we gotta pull into Plymouth over there. It's just a quick turnaround, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Here we go. It's our first corn train. Remember, we only have 10 more months to get London up to 40,000 people, or else we have to start over. So, yeah. Alright, we just got our bonus from connecting to the sugar plantation, so let's go purchase our meat industry. Hopefully nobody else bids on it. Yes! Yeah, well you did you? Okay! The competitors in this game are so sassy. Let's take a look at what's happening in London here. Okay, 23,000, so we have a ways to go. Really nice setup here for the game, though. We've got a nice spread of different cities that all... Let's see what Plymouth is all about. So Plymouth is going to need both of these. So we're going to need a line from Bristol here. Oh, cancel that, sorry. Take another dragon. Okay, it's also going to need a London line for the beer. And on the way back, I think we're going to stop at Bristol. And on the way out, I think we're going to stop at here and see if we can't pick up some yarn for those guys. Because these guys do fabric, so they're going to need this. Sorry, confirm. Cancel, okay. Switch focus, sorry. Okay, it's saying we don't have direction on some of these tracks. Let's go check that out. I don't see that. Oh, right here, huh? That's why we're getting all the warnings. Okay. Oh, this too. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, I think this might be a good place to leave it for this episode. But we got a really good start on the game. And hopefully we'll just push London up to 40,000 here in no time at all. Let's see which one this was. Yeah. Bristol. This is the one out to Plymouth, I believe, yes. Nope, jumps down rest. Bristol. Oh, wait. Let's take a look here. Oh, what's this one? What? No. Hold on. There. Alright. Let's take a little ride on this one. Once again, this episode of 4 Cities is sponsored by Darling Mellow. Check out the complete catalog of sloth cookbooks and notebooks at darlingmellow.com. If you'd like to support the channel, pick up some music. Experiment 240. You can find it at my421.com. Okay, let's take a little ride on the train on our way out. See you next time.